Oh my gosh! There's one. Got him. Giant snook. Oh god! Oh my god! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Summertime Outdoors. If you have not watched any of my previous videos, I'm Ethan Summer, and we have been in the beautiful state of Florida for the past couple months, kayak fishing all over the place, but we are in one of my favorite spots today, and that is because the mullet run is just beginning, and we have a lot of mullets starting to show up, so that means great topwater fishing, and topwater fishing is my favorite thing to do. So we have a bunch of topwater lures tied on today, hoping for some big jacks, snook, maybe we might see some tarpon. I saw some last time I was here, but we have a beautiful sunrise behind me, and I want to enjoy it on the water, so let's launch kayak and hopefully get into some big seawall snook and jacks to start it off. Then we may go look for tarpon and jig up some snook later in the morning. So let's get after it, and hopefully you guys are watching this and we had a good morning, so let's go. Alright y'all, we're getting up to this first seawall here. We're gonna see if we can't catch a big fish off of it. I'm actually gonna clip on this new Nomad Maverick 115. Oh, big snook just blew up on the wall in here. Big snook just blew up on the wall in there. But this is the new plug I'm gonna try out this morning. I just got it. I hooked myself. But there's a big snook blowing up on the wall right in here. Giant snook. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! On the new plug. On the Nomad plug. Oh my god! That was insane. That's a big snook. Oh my gosh! No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. She's not happy. Oh, she's nice. She smoked that plug. She waked it all the way into the kayak and then crushed it. But now I gotta grab this thing without getting a hook in my hand. I know she's not happy with me. Okay, how am I gonna do this? She's about to freak out once I grab her, I know that. Okay, we got her. Okay. Hook's out. Hook is out. It's a nice fish. Oh, buddy, holy crap. God dang. Oh, golly. Well, I wanted to show you guys that fish, but that fish had other plans. Oh man, that was an insane. Wait a second. God, that was an absolute insane strike. That thing waked all the way back to the kayak and just smoked it. For the life of me, I can't handle fish. Like, I just was trying to grab it without getting trebles in my hands. But man, that was a nice fish. Let's get back up there and see if we can't replicate what we just did. Great start to the morning. I was making actually another big snook. waking right where we just caught that one. He's coming like right down the wall. Got him. That might be a jack. That's probably a little snook or a jack. What is that? 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 Is that a Kubera snapper? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's a nice Kubera? What the heck? What the heck? Look at that fish. We just caught a nice Kubera on a topwater. No way. No way. Guys, look at this fish. Nice Kubera on that new Maverick 115. I just picked it up to try it out today. But we just caught a nice Kubera on a topwater. First time I've ever caught a Kubera on a topwater. First Kubera I've ever caught on a topwater, man. That is so freaking cool. Look at that. And there she goes. That was the last thing I was expecting to happen this morning. What the heck is going on? We just caught like a 35-inch snook, and then right like my first cast after releasing that fish, we just caught a nice Kubera snapper on a topwater, and it hammered it. It absolutely smoked it. Oh man, this is turning out to be a one-of-a-kind morning. But we got more fishing to do, and we just started, so let's keep getting after it. And that's a very rare catch, I guess, on topwater. I don't know, you guys let me know if you've ever caught Kuberas on topwaters before, but it's the first time I've ever done it, so my golly, that was awesome. All right, y'all, we just pulled back around to the seawall. I'm gonna try to make some better casts this go around than last time. There's one. Little dink. You gotta be really careful with these, because these are the ones that will get the hooks in you. But I did decide to get the pliers out. Those hooks out, back. Okay, if you're a kayak guy and you don't know the thigh crusher trick, it's the best way to get little feisty fish like that off. This plug is freaking crushing it. It's the first time I've ever used it, but I love it so far. We're killing it. All right, I think I'm gonna move on from this wall. We'll probably come back to it on the way in. But we're gonna work our way up here, see if we can't find some more snook well on the bite. But definitely a great start to the morning, and this new plug is killing it for me today. And I'm just really trying to learn and figure out the best way to fish it. But you can fish it in a couple different ways. Like, it'll dive under the water, you can work it like a topwater spook, and you can do a little bit of both, and it really looks like a mullet, just like going up on that wall trying to get away from a jack or a snook. So it's definitely working so far, so we'll just have to see how it does the rest of the morning, but been crushing it so far. Right, we're getting up here, and I'm already seeing some snook and jacks chasing mullet, which is exactly what I was wanting to see this morning. Oh my gosh! What the? What in the world was that? Was that the biggest snook in the world? That had to have been a monster jack, dude. Why did I set the hook like a bass fisherman? It just broke my knot. It literally just broke my knot. So much pressure at once, and it just... That was crazy. I think it was a big jack. I don't know what the heck that was. What do y'all think that was? Comment below what you think that fish was. I mean, that was almost instant. There was a big school of mullet working the shore, and I saw something big waking, and my golly, that was a monster. What the heck, man? That was wild. All right, y'all. Well, not much action. We had a few little jacks blowing up on some mullet back there, but the tide and the bite have slowed down tremendously, and I'm not going to relaunch now, but what I'm going to do is go home, edit some videos for you guys, and come back out this afternoon when the tide's right and hit that other location I wanted to go to, and maybe even net some mullet and throw them up on some walls and stuff, and see if we can't catch some big snook and jacks in some of the same locations we did last year this time of year. So that's the plan, and we'll see you this afternoon. All right, y'all. Well, we did not get out on the water that afternoon, but we will be getting back on the water shortly the next morning. And I want to just pop in here and talk about a few things. And this video is from last summer, and a lot of people always ask me about moons and topwater fishing and the whole 9 yards of all that kind of stuff. And what I'll say is, when you're in the summer, you want a really, really good tide change right at sunrise with a good moon phase, depending on what that is in the area you're fishing. That's all just going to be putting your own time in on the water. But how I've been keeping track of all that for the last, I don't know, 8 to 10 months, I've been using the Smart Fishing app by Saltstrong, and I'll just show you guys real quick. The tide charts is a little different than your typical app. It gives you a strike score for each day, depending on the moon, tide, and how strong the tide pool is that day. It'll also give you the weather and wind. So it's basically your weather app and tide app all in the same thing, and each day it gives you that score, which could be good, could be not. At the end of the day, it's going to be fishing, and putting time in the water is ultimately going to catch you the fish. But that's just what I've been using, and that helped me all summer, because a lot of tide apps will be like 2 or 3 hour delays, and then you have to calculate, oh well, it says this time and then it's delayed. And so I've just been using that app for the past 8 months, and I've loved it so far. But without further ado, we're going to get back to the fishing here and catch some big snook on topwater. So let's go. All right, y'all. Well, it is the next morning, and I am out here with my buddy Trevor. If you don't know Trev, he films all the stuff for NLBN. Badass guy with a camera. But we're back out here trying to get on that same topwater bite this morning. And we just saw some fish blowing up along these rocks right here, so we're gonna check that out. There's a big jack right there, look. And there's some big jacks like running this little rock pile wall, so we're gonna throw the head cam on and see if we can't run into something. There's stuff blowing up right in here, guys. I think there's a mix of jack and snook, but it's like just this little shallow flat that they're up on this morning. Look at that. Oh my God, giant. Oh my God. That was a monster snook. Oh, big snook. Big snook. Get him, Trev. Dude, that might have been a 40. Oh, come on. Come on. No. No, that was him. That was him. That was him. That was him, Trev. That was him. There he is on it again. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's a giant. That's a giant. Come on. Oh my God, no. He wants it so bad. All right, well, we started with some big snook blowups, ended with snagging on the rocks. So I'm gonna keep moving up ahead of us and see if there's any big fish up there. And hopefully we'll run into something really big. When you're snook fishing in the early morning like this, the best thing to do is just to watch. Any little, you know, school of mullet that flees on the surface or something probably means there's a big snook chasing them. So I really like to watch the shorelines and look for any sort of movement. Snook will just have a big slow wake really going across the surface like those ones were back there, and it's pretty subtle, so you don't always see them. You really got to pay attention to what you're doing. We have perfect conditions to see them though. It's flat calm this morning, so we'll see what they're doing. But we're gonna work our way up to the seawall in here and then up to that point where we caught a lot of the fish yesterday, but got a little distracted by all those big fish back there, and we almost hooked that one really big one, so maybe we'll get one up here. Oh my God, giant snook. Oh yeah, big one. Come on, stay pinned. Good snook. Oh. Oh, it crushed it off the wall, y'all. That's a good one, man. Now don't get hooks in me. We got her. Y'all. Whew. What a freaking eat. Oh, it's not a bad one right there.
Oh yeah. Damn, fucking camera's talking.
Alright, y'all, well, I want to get this fish back. Trev just got a few picks for me, but there she is. Probably a slot or just over slot maybe, but thick shoulders on her. Crushed that top water right on that wall. Redeemed ourselves for missing that one, but she's biting, so we're gonna send her on back. On the Salt Strong Moonwalker, absolutely smoked it off the seawall. There she goes. Whew. Well, that's fish number one of the day, and a really good one at that. So we're gonna keep working this seawall and head up to that point. That was really good yesterday, but great start. Can't ask for a better start. Beautiful sunrise, and we're on them, baby, so gotta love it. All right, y'all, well, it is official. Both of my GoPros have overheated, and I am starting to overheat myself, and the bite has officially slowed down tremendously, as it normally does in the summer once you get past that 9:30 mark and it gets 100 degrees out here. But the last 2 mornings were pretty fun. We made the most out of the quick trips that we had. Most fish falling victim to that Salt Strong Moonwalker right there, and when I first started coming down to Florida, all I really did was throw topwater spooks for snook. So felt good to get back out here and get back into home territory and hammer on some snook. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. We got some exciting stuff coming. Me and Fishaholic are going to be going down to the Everglades next week, so we have a ton of awesome content coming to you guys soon. So turn on those post notifications, and we'll see you next time. Oh my gosh! There's one. Got him. Giant snook. Oh god! Oh my god!